So today I'm going to start with the environmental side of things, environment of the actual house. I used to live in that house there, and as you can see that's one street back from the major streets, which you can see are marked in yellow. And just here, that's a train line. That's the major train line through Ipswich, which has high voltage electric lines and is the main line for coal trains coming from the west. There's a signal in that area too. Let's see if the cursor will... No, we can't see. But there's a signal in there, which meant that the trains, specifically the diesels, were required to wait there until the city trains went through. And this road here, which is the street that I actually lived on, was used as a major bypass for traffic who were trying to avoid the major roads. And the cops in Ipswich, I don't know if you've ever been to Ipswich. That's how come I know about hoons at 3 in the morning. Not that I would ever do that. I actually once checked a house on that street just there. And as you can see, there's a couple of major roads marked in red and yellow, which are within 500 metres of that house. And what you can't see, because this picture was taken before it was built, is along here there's a high voltage power line. As you can see, that's right behind the house. When I tested this house, it was a bit higher than we like for electromagnetic radiation, meaning that sleep disruption was a distinct possibility. However, because of the proximity of those major traffic routes, the electricity actually caused more of an issue for me, and I was more concerned about that. What actually happens there is the electricity ionises the exhaust pollution, which makes it more respirable, which makes it easier to breathe, and it gets deeper into your lungs. So it more or less makes it sticky. So basically you've got exhaust gases getting into your lungs and they're not going out again. That makes a high incidence of respiratory illnesses a distinct possibility. So if you're raising a young family here, which they were hoping to do, the chances of asthma, which are now 1 in 4, are significantly higher. I actually advised him not to buy that house. I don't know whether they did or not. The other issue that we look for is mobile phone towers. There's a lot of debate about mobile phones as to whether the radiation is actually causing cancer. With the absence of any conclusive proof either for or against, I prefer to err on the side of caution, as do all building biologists. If the client has any electrical sensitivity at all, we'd prefer to avoid any potential issues. Electrical sensitivity you can usually tell when you're using like TV or a machine like this, computer, sorry. You forget words, and your face can go red, just probably like mine is. But yeah, and you start getting that prickly heat. That prickly heat when you're next to an electrical source is a sign of electrical sensitivity. So that's where we look there.